Hey everybody, Eagle Run 23 here. I wanted to film a quick video about mistakes that beginners make. So I've got three mistakes that I see in the comments or just different things that I see talking to people on YouTube, all sorts of different places. So tip number one for you, and this is a mistake that beginners make, is they don't take their time on the coarser stones. They rush through, and then they end up with something that isn't as sharp as it could be or as nice as it should be. An example of that right here is this knife from Ontario Knife Company. It had a really inconsistent grind on it, and I wanted to try to even that out. If I'd have just put it on here, went through the stones a little bit, by the time I got to, the high polish finishes, I would have had a nice finish, but right here, I would have missed this section that is still not brought in yet. And I'm still working on this one right here, trying to get that to be level with the rest of it. I'm good through here. I just need to spend my time right there so that I can bring that all to a consistent finish. So take your time with your stones. Even if you just have a combination stone, do the work removing the metal on the coarse side, and then you'll have a nicer result when you flip over to the high polish. All right, mistake number two that I see is that people want to jump in. Maybe they've got a combination stone. They're going to freehand something. This is a cheap one from Amazon that I've used for years. It works great for stuff that isn't. You're not trying to get to a real high polish. This is 400 1000, and that's what most people need. But mistake number two that people make is they don't practice. Maybe they get a stone, or maybe they've got a stone that they've inherited, and they don't actually spend any time trying to learn some of the craft. There's a ton of people on YouTube that you can learn from that can give you some tips and tricks, but the number one thing is to just do it. You've got to just jump in there and grab a cheap pocket knife or grab a kitchen knife out of the drawer that's been neglected and practice. Practice does improve your technique, and you'll learn some things. Maybe don't sharpen your really high-end Japanese steel blade when you first get your stone. Try it out on some other stuff. Here's a junk kitchen knife that we sharpened up for somebody. It's a serviceable blade, and I learned a few things on this. You always learn something. So practice, practice, practice. Okay, mistake number three. This is along the same lines. I don't know what it is about a knife, but they smell your fear. If you are hesitant or you don't really go all the way in, you're not going to end up with something that you're going to like. So for whatever reason, knives smell your fear. So jump in, get after it. Don't let it know that you're scared of it. Practice those freehand techniques just with a stone. This is one that I was trying to get a little bit nicer because I feel like I maybe rushed through the stones a little bit. Don't let it smell your fear. If you're hesitant or whatever, you're going to end up nicking the blade, or you're going to cause some other sorts of damage and kind of wreck your progress. So don't let it smell your fear. Jump in, get after it. Sharpening knives is super fun and easy. I like to sharpen knives. It's kind of a hobby. I don't do it for income, but all of my neighbors have really nice, sharp kitchen knives. So, all right, those are three tips that I see beginners make. Thank you so much for watching. Check out all of my other knife sharpening videos. Please, I would love it if you were a subscriber. And please check out the playlist that is nothing but knife sharpening. I occasionally do live streams, so make sure you click the bell if you want to know when those are. I'd like to do a little bit more of those, especially when I have several knives that need gone through and I don't really need to make a video out of them because I've kind of done them before. It'd be a good time to hang out and answer questions and kind of see what all's going on. So I'm going to get back to work here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.